So today, lads, we're going to be talking a little bit about Paige Bueckers. We're going to be talking about Paige and her not playing back-to-back and, fans not being happy about the whole thing. It is a situation where they played last night. They got beaten pretty handily by the Las Vegas Aces. And in fact, they were so bad that there was a career high set by Kirsten Bell. They let Kirsten Bell set her career high. She had 19 points on 11 shots. They let Kirsten Bell set her career high. And if you guys think that was, pretty freaking bad from the wings, subscribe. We're trying to hit 55.5K as soon as possible. We're trying to hit that realistically by the time Caitlin Clark comes back from injury. But at the end of the day, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this right here. And a lot of people are wondering why, in a game where the Dallas Wings had a chance of winning, why she sat out of this game, but she's playing in a game when they have no chance of winning against the Liberty. And we got to be honest here. Paige Bueckers she suffered from enough bad injuries. She can't play back-to-backs right now. Off a college season, she can't play back-to-backs. A lot of people are like, oh, what does that mean for the rest of her career? I don't know. We don't know. Caitlin Clark didn't have an injury for 8 years, and she's been out injured this whole year. You don't know what's going to happen year by year. You don't know what's going to happen year after year after year. Like, a player could be incredibly injury prone for the first 5 years of their career and never have another injury. A player could be an Iron Man for the first 10 years of their career and then have their career end over an injury that seemed like it was nothing. Heck, Lonzo Ball's career ended over an injury that was supposed to take 4 to 6 weeks to heal from. Well, not it ended, but not far off ended. He was never the same again. 3.5 years out from that? But at the end of the day, it is what it is when it comes to injuries. And for people wondering why she's playing this game, the reasons are twofold. The reasons are twofold for why she is playing against the Liberty, and she did not play against the Aces. First, they are tanking. It is beneficial for the Wings to lose. If they lose both these games, it puts them in a better position. They're trying to get the number 1 overall pick. Reality, I think the Wings are probably going to be dumb and get Lauren Betts, who I don't know how much better than Leah Rouge she is. I think Lauren Betts is, I don't see the hype in Lauren Betts. I think she would have been good 15 years ago in the WNBA, but with the amount of dynamic guards, with the reliance on the pick and roll, with the reliance on the ability to hedge or switch pick and rolls, and you're seeing, I know Brittany Griner cooked the Lynx yesterday, but you're seeing a lot of games Brittany Griner playing limited minutes because she can't guard the pick and roll. You've seen Brittany Griner is nearly unplayable when Caitlin Clark's on the floor because she can't guard the pick and roll. Tiara McCowan is nearly unplayable because of her ability to guard the PNR. Camila Cardoso, whenever Caitlin Clark plays, becomes unplayable because of the constant spamming of the pick and roll. I think Lauren Betts is a real tough one. And I think AZ Fudd's going to be there at 3. So I don't know if you want to take AZ Fudd just to please Paige Bueckers, or if you want to go and take Olivia Miles, who might be the better fit beside Paige. I don't know what you want to do there. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's an interesting one. And Paige has been injury prone in her career. And there's also so it makes sense why they're not putting her on the floor and playing her in back-to-backs when they don't need to win every game. And also, this game's on ESPN. It's a nationally televised game. It is absolutely a nationally televised game. This is an important game. She's playing against Stewie. She's playing against the Liberty for, it might be the first time. Oh, I can't believe I said Stewie. Stewie's injured. It's a national televised game. It's a game that matters. It is absolutely a game that matters in terms of just eyes. You can have moral victories here. And while you're tanking, the best thing you can do is have moral victories. Honestly, that is the single best thing that you can do if you are a tanking team, is have as many moral victories as humanly possible, because you don't want actual victories because, they could screw you over. Like, actual victories could screw you over in terms of your odds of getting the first overall pick. Like, you literally have a 40% chance of number one overall pick if you continue to suck as much as you've sucked right now. Because the Sparks are going to start to win games, and the Sparks don't have their picks, so they're going to really push for the playoffs. Like, they're going to push hard for the playoffs this year. So the Wings should get the first overall pick. They should get it. Imagine if the Sky tank enough that the Lynx get it, but I don't think the Sky are going to tank enough because, again, they're trying to win. But at the end of the day, these teams have not played this year so far. It's Paige's first time playing against the Liberty. It's a big game. Even if it's not Stewie, it's Paige versus Breanna, which is, again, it's going to be a big game for, TV viewership. It's going to be a game people care about in general. Outside of, like, Fever and Sky games, it's up there with one of the most, the games that people care about. So, at the end of the day, I think that that it's something that matters a bit. And also, why she didn't play the game yesterday. It's a thing in American sports where it's one of those really weird things. Why it's a pride thing. It's like, oh, I don't believe people not believing on being on minutes restrictions and all that, but it's like for rest. But in any other sport, if any other sport players have played too many games, their manager just brings them off the bench. Like, if you're Man City, Pep Guardiola is notorious for rotating players in and out, and he might bring Haaland off the bench because people watch the games more than read box scores. Like, people just read box scores and think they know everything about basketball. Like, people literally just read box scores. So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where people out there reading box scores and they matter for all WNBA. The reality is that what should be happening in this scenario, if Paige can't hold up, is that if this was another sport, Paige Bueckers plays 20 minutes one night, 20 minutes the next night. But when Paige plays, she has to play 40 minutes. So I don't know. I think it's just a culture thing and box score watching that caused this. But she's not going to play back to backs because they're not going to be willing to let her play and play a few minutes. They'd rather play no minutes than play 7 minutes, even though playing 7 minutes might benefit the team. And yeah, it's a thing where this is a more important game. It's on ESPN. They're going to lose anyway. They're trying to lose. And nobody watched the Aces game because it was on League Pass. And nobody really cared that they lose to the Aces. As much as the Aces suck, I don't think anyone really cares. But anyway, I'll see you guys.